Welcome back. This is the second half of Rosh Hashanah Musaf. This is going to include recordings of beginning at the Malkov service, and will include both for Shabbat on the first day of Rosh Hashanah and for weekday on the second day of Rosh Hashanah 2020. This is the truncated version, including only those things that are absolutely necessary to do. So we'll be skipping all of the PU team, especially that introduce these services, and other PU team. We're going to pick up on page 156, and this is your usual reminder that my Hebrew is nowhere near perfect, especially in these sections. So if you see something on the page that is different than what you hear, please go with what is on the page. Also, these sections are relatively difficult melodically speaking, and I will probably mess up a couple of times, as I often do. This is a place where you tend to be quite tired as you're going through. Feel free to simplify it as much as possible. The goal is to say these sections in something resembling Nusach, not necessarily to get them perfect. Please don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. So we begin on page 156 with the Malkov service. You will have just done Aleinu, and you will do the Alkain paragraph at the top of the page silently, and you will pick up at Kakatuv B'Toratecha on page 156, second paragraph. Kakatuv B'Toratecha Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Vahed Lanemar Lo hibita ven beYaakov V'lo rahamal beYisrael Adonai Elohav Yimo Utruat melech bo V'nemar Vayehi Yeshurun melech Behitase Frasheam Yachad Shiftei Yisrael Uvdivrei Kodshecha Katuv Lemor Kil Adonai Hamlucha Moshel Bagoyim V'namar Adonai Malach Gehut Lavesh Lavesh Adonai Hozit Azar Avtikon Tevel Baltimot V'nemar Zehu sheharim rashechem V'hinasu pitchei olam Ve'avo melech hakavod Mizeh melech hakavod Adonai Izuz ve'gibor Adonai gibor milchama Zehu sheharim rashechem U'sehu pitchei olam Ve'avo melech hakavod Mihu ze melech hakavod Adonai tzivahot melech hakavod Selah. And you pick up at page 157 at the top. Behal yedei avadecha hanevim katuv lemor Ka'amar Adonai Melech Yisrael v'Galo Adonai tzivahot Ani rishon ve'ani acharon U'mibaladayin Elohim v'nehemar V'alu Moshim b'har Tzihon lishpot et haresav V'aytal Adonai hamlucha v'nehemar V'ayad Adonai lamelech hakol haaretz B'yom ahui Adonai echad U'shmo echad Uv'toratecha katuv lemor Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai echad. So on the rest of this page, there are Shabbat insertions. So I will point out where they are. So first we do just that first section, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, which has no Shabbat insertions. Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, melech hakol haolam kulo bikvodecha, v'hinaseh al kol haaretz bikarecha, v'hofa b'hadar geonu zecha, al kol yishavei tevel artzecha, וידע כל פעול כי אתה פעלתו, ויבין כל יצור כי אתה יצרתו, ויאמר כל אשר נשמה באפו. אדוני אלוהי ישראל מלך, ומלכותו בכל משלה. So from here to the rest of the page, there are Shabbat insertions. I'm going to sing the whole thing through with the Shabbat insertions, and then that's for the first day, and then I'll do it a second time for the second day. Eloheinu v'Elahei Avotenu, Retzei v'Menuchatenu. Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha, sameinu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'hanchileinu Adonai Eloheinu, b'ahava u'ratzon, Shabbat kodshecha v'yanuchu v'Yisrael, mekadeshei shemecha. V'taher limeinu le'avdecha be'emet, ki ata Elohim emet u'dvarecha emet, v'kayam lad. Baruch atah Adonai melech kol haaretz, mekadesh haShabbat, melech kol haaretz, mekadesh haShabbat, mekadesh haShabbat v'Yisrael, b'yom hazikaron. Amen. Before we get to the shofar, which comes right after that, we're going to go back and do this without the Shabbat insertions. This is what it will sound like on Rosh Hashanah day 2. Eloheinu v'Elahei Avotenu, Kadeshenu b'mitzvotecha, v'ten chelkeinu b'toratecha, sameinu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha. V'taher limeinu le'avdecha be'emet, ki ata Elohim emet u'dvarecha emet, v'kayam lad. Baruch atah Adonai melech kol haaretz, mekadesh Yisrael, melech kol haaretz, mekadesh Yisrael, b'yom hazikaron. Amen. If it is the second day of Rosh Hashanah, and therefore a weekday, we continue with the shofar and the 2 paragraphs after it. If it is Shabbat, you will not do all of page 158, and you'll go directly to the next service. On weekday, day 2, if you have a shofar, the shofar will be blown on the top of the page are those calls, and then you will immediately, as soon as the last tikkiah goes, sing Hayom Harat Olam and Areshet Tzifatenu. I recommend starting right in, because in a lot of machzorim, Areshet Tzifatenu is actually before Hayom Harat Olam, and the congregation will often, just on instinct, start singing Areshet Tzifatenu. So start in very quickly with Hayom Harat Olam. This is the one that I like to use. Hayom Harat Olam, Hayom Yamid B'mishpat, Kol Yitzurei Olamim, Im Kavanim, Im Kavadim, Im Kavanim, Rachameinu, Kerachem Aval Banim, Ve'im Kavadim, Eineinu Lecha Teluyot, Ad Shetochaneinu, V'totzi Chor Mishpatenu. Hayom Kadosh, Areshet Tzifatenu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram Venisa, Areshet Tzifatenu Yerav Lefanecha El Ram Venisa, מבין ומאזין, מעמיד ומקשיב לכל תקיעתנו. תקבל ברחמים ורצון, סדר מלכויותינו. Then you will begin the Zichronot service, skipping the piyut, and you will skip also all of page 160, and you will go directly to page 161 and start right at the top of the page with Kakatuv B'Toratecha. Kakatuv B'Toratecha, Vayizkor Elohim et Noach, v'et kol hachaya, v'et kol habehema, asher ito bateva, v'yahaver Elohim ruach al haaretz, v'yashoku hamayim, v'ne'emar. Vayishma Elohim et nakatam, v'yizkor Elohim et brito, et Avraham et Yitzchak v'et Yaakov, v'ne'emar. V'zacharti et briti Yaakov, v'yaf et briti Yitzchak, v'yaf et briti Avraham ezkor, v'haaretz ezkor. Uvdivrei kodshecha katuv lehemor, Zecher asav et nifalotav chanun berachum Adonai, v'ne'emar. Teref natan lirehav, yizkor leolam berito, v'ne'emar. Vayizkor lahem berito, vayinachem kerov chasadav. V'hal yedei avadecha haneviim katuv lemor, haloch v'karata v'oznei Yerushalayim lemor. Kamar Adonai zacharti lach chesed nuraich, ahavat kelulotayich. Lech techacharai bamidbar, be'eretz lo zerua v'ne'emar. V'zacharti ani et briti otach, b'mehu neuraich. V'hakimoti lach berit olam v'ne'emar. Havein yakir li Ephraim, im yaled shashuim, ki midei dabari bo zachor ezkurenu hod, al kein hamu mehailo, rachem harachameinu, Neum Adonai. Eloheinu v'Elahei avoteinu, zochrenu b'zichron tov lefanecha, v'fokteinu bifkudat Yeshua, v'rachamim shemei kedem. Uzchor lanu Adonai Eloheinu et haberit ve'et hachesed ve'et hashuva asher nishbata l'Avraham Avinu behar haMoriah v'tera lefanecha kedah. She'akad Avraham Avinu et Yitzchak beno al gav hamizbeach, v'chafash rachamav la'asot ritzonecha belevav shalem, ken yichbeshu rachamecha et kascha me'aleinu, uvtuvecha gadol, Yashub charon apecha me'amecha u'meirecha u'minachalatecha. V'kayem lanu Adonai Eloheinu את הדבר שהבטחתנו בתורתך על ידי משה עבדך מפי כבודך כאמור. So that has taken you through the top of page 162. The paragraph continued. Then you continue with the second paragraph on 162. וזכרתי להם ברית ראשונים, אשר הוצאתי אותם מארץ מצרים, לעיני הגויים, להיות להם לאלוהים, אני אדוני. כזוכר כל הנשכחות אתה הוא מעולם, ואין שכחה לפני כיסא כבודך. ועקדת יצחק לזרעו היום היום, לזרעו היום, ברחמים תזכור. ועקדת יצחק לזרעו היום היום, לזרעו היום, ברחמים תזכור. ברוך אתה אדוני זוכר הברית. Amen. Then, just as we did with Malkov, on Shabbat, you will skip the last three paragraphs on 162. On a weekday, the shofar will blow, and you will again sing the last two paragraphs. Hayom harat olam, hayom yamid b'mishpat, kol yitzurei olamim, im kavanim im kavadim, im kavanim rachmeinu, kerachem avabanim, ve'im kavadim, eneinu lechatzeluyot, עד שתוכננו ותוציא חור משפטנו. היום קדוש הרשת שפתנו ירב לפניך אל רם ונישא. רשת שפתנו ירב לפניך אל רם ונישא. מבין ומאזין, מעביד ומקשיב לכל תקיעתנו. תקבל ברחמים, רחמים ורצון, סדר סדר זיכרונותינו. Then you'll begin the shofar out service. You will skip page 163 and the top and middle of page 164. You will pick up 9 lines from the bottom at Kakatuv B'Toratecha to start the shofarot service. Kakatuv B'Toratecha, Vayehi v'yom hashlishi b'yot haboker, Vayehi kolot uvrakim v'nakaved al ha'ar, v'kol shofar chazak mechod, v'yecherad kol ha'am asher b'machaneh, ונאמר ויהי קול השופר הולך וחזק מאוד, משה ידבר ואלוהים וינהו בקול, ונאמר וכל העם רואים את הקולות ואת הלפידים ואת קול השופר ואת הרשן, וירא העם ויענו ויעמדו מרחוק. You continue on the top of page 165. ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור, עלה אלוהים בתרועה, אדוני בקול שופר, ונאמר בחצות צרות וקול שופר הריעו, לפני המלך אדוני, ונאמר תיקעו בחודש השופר, בכסף ליום חגנו, כי חוק לישראל הוא, Mishpat lelohei Yaakov v'ne'emar. Then you can sing Psalm 150 to whatever melody you like. I like this one because it moves fairly quickly and most people know it. Hallelujah, 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 b'kodsho. Hallelujah, hallelujah, birki yahuzo. Hallelujah, hallelujah, bigvurotav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, kerov kudlo. Hallelujah, hallelujah, peteka shofar. Hallelujah, hallelujah, benevel v'chinor. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betov u'machol. Hallelujah, hallelujah, beminim ve'ugav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betzil tzalei shama. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betzil tzalei trua. Kol anshe emet tehallel. Hallelujah, hallelujah, kol anshe emet tehallel. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Then you'll continue in the middle of the page after that psalm. Ve'al yedei avadecha hanivim katuv lemor. Kol yoshevei tevel b'shochenei aretz. Ki sones harim tiru. Vehitka shofar tishmahu v'ne'emar. V'haya b'yom hahu v'itaka b'shofar gadol. Uva homadim b'eretz Ashur. V'hanidachim b'eretz Mitzrayim. V'yishtachavu l'Adonai b'har hakodesh b'Yerushalayim. V'ne'emar Adonai alehem yirah. V'yatzacha barak l'chitzo. Adonai Elohim b'shofar yitka. Yitka. V'halach b'atzarot teman. Adonai tzevahot yagen alehem. Ken tegen alamcha Yisrael bishlomecha. Then you pick up on the top of page 166. Eloheinu v'Elokei avoteinu teka b'shofar gadol lechirutemu b'sanes lekabetz galuyotenu v'karev b'zurenu mibein hagoyim unfutzotenu kanes mi'arketei aretz. V'havienu l'Tzion ircha b'rina, v'liYerushalayim beit mikdashecha b'simchat olam. V'shamasu avotenu lefanecha et olotehem v'et shalmehem v'chein katuv b'toratecha. Uv'yom simchatchem, uv'moadechem, uv'roshei chodshechem, u'tchatechem, b'chotzot zerot, al alotechem ve'al zivchei shalmechem. Ve'hayu lechem, lezichron lifnei alotechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Ki ata shomea kol shofar, umazin terocha, v'yein do melach, baruch atah Adonai, Shomea kol teruat amo Yisrael verachamim. Again, on Shabbat, you will skip the bottom half of page 166, the shofar blowing and the 2 paragraphs after it. On the second day of Rosh Hashanah, you can blow the shofar, and then you will do those 2 paragraphs again, which I'll sing the melody for again, just so you don't have to go back for it. Hayom harat olam, hayom yamid b'mishpat, kol yetzurei olamim, im gvanim im kavadim, im gvanim rachameinu, kerachem al banim, im kavadim, eneinu lecha teluyot, ad shechochanenu, v'totzich or mishpatenu. Hayom kadosh harish tzipatenu yerav lefanecha el ram enisa rish tzipatenu yerav lefanecha el ram enisa mevinu mazim mahabinu makshiv lekol tikiyatenu kabel berachamim rachamim uvratzon seder seder shofarotenu. That concludes the Shofarot, Malchuyot, and Zikronot services. And now you just have to do the ending. On page 167, we start at the top. Retzei Adonai Eloheinu b'yamcha Yisrael utfilatam, v'hashev et avodah lidvir beitecha, v'yishei Yisrael utfilatam b'yahava, tegabel ratzon, uthil ratzon tamid avodat l'Yisrael amecha. Then you're going to skip the second paragraph because the Kohanim won't be doing the priestly blessing. And then you do V'techezena hinenu b'shuvach v'chal l'tzion b'rachamim Baruch atah Adonai hamachazir shechinato l'tzion. Amen. Modim anachnu lach. And you'll do the leader recites side of Modim on the right, and you'll do the rest of the paragraph after Modim Anachnu Lach silently to yourself, and then you will pick up at the arrow 4 lines from the bottom. Hatov kilo chalu rachamecha, v'hamrachem kilo tamu chasadecha, me'olam kivinu lach. Then you pick up on the top of page 168. V'al kulam yitbarach v'yitromam shimcha malkeinu tamid li'olam vahed. The congregation may, based on the instruction in the Machzor, start to do this paragraph on their own. If they do, wait for them, and then you repeat it. If they don't, then just go ahead and say it. Avinu malkeinu zechor rachamecha Uchbosh kascha, v'chale dever v'cherev, v'rahav u'shvi u'mashchit, v'avon u'shmad u'magefa, u'fegara, v'chol machala, v'chol ketata, v'chol ketata, v'chol minei furaniot, v'chol gizarara, v'sinat chinam, Maleinu, ume'al kol b'nei beritecha, ume'al kol ha'olam. Uchtov l'chaim tovim, kol b'nei beritecha. V'chol ha'chaim yoducha sela, v'halelu et shimcha b'emet, ha'el yeshuatenu v'ezratenu sela, Baruch atah Adonai, Hatov Shemcha, Uchael, Uchana'el lehodot. Amen. You'll then go to the top of page 169. Remember, when you get to the threefold blessing, you will bow to the left on the first line, bow to the right on the second line, and bow to the center on the third. Eloheinu v'Elahei Avoteinu, Baruchenu babracha hamshuleshet b'Torah haktuva al yedei Moshe avdecha, Amura mipi Aharon uvanav kohanim, am kidoshecha kamur. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Congregation will say, Kein dehi ratzon. Yisa Adonai, Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. The congregation will say, Kein yehi ratzon. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Kein yehi ratzon. Sim shalom b'olam tova v'racha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'kol Yisrael hamecha. Baruchenu avinu kulanu ke'echad be'or panecha, ki be'or panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu Torat chayim bi'avad chesed u'tzedakah v'racha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom v'tov me'enecha levarech et amcha Yisrael v'chol etz uv'chul shoha b'shlomecha. And you can sing whatever melody you like for B'Sefer Chaim. I like the one by Chazan Joanna Dolphin. B'Sefer Chaim baracha v'shalom, B'Sefer Chaim baracha v'shalom, U'parnes hatova nizacher v'nikatev, B'Sefer Chaim baracha v'shalom. Lefanecha anachnu, v'chol hamcha beit Yisrael, L'chaim tovim u'l'shalom, B'Sefer Chaim baracha v'shalom. Then you continue with the last paragraph. V'nemar ki v'yirbu yamecha v'yosifu lecha shenot chayim l'chayim tovim tiktevenu Elohim chayim kodvenu b'sefer hachayim kakatuv Ve'atem hadveikim, ve'atem hadveikim, ve'atem hadveikim, b'Adonai Elohechem, chayim chulchem hayom. Then you will skip the piyut on the top of page 170. On the bottom of page 170, you will continue silently, and you will pick up 3 lines from the bottom of the paragraph at Utzdaka. Utzdaka v'racha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom yeh lanu al kol Yisrael ad ha'olam. Baruch atah Adonai oseh hashalom. Then you will do the Kaddish Shalem. If it is Shabbat, you will just continue straight through the Kaddish Shalem. If it is not Shabbat, Rosh Hashanah day 2, there is a pause, and the shofar will be blown during the pause. And I will tell you when we get to it what that is. So it goes like this. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah Be'alma divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei V'chayechon uvyomechon Uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael B'hagala u'vizman kariv v'yimaru v'yimaru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach Le'olam le'olmei amaya Yitbarach Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitbahar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh ve'yittadar ve'yittaleh ve'yittalal Shmei dekudesha bruchu le'ela Ula'ela min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata damin rambe halema. Tushbechata v'nechemata damin rambe halema v'himaru himaru. Amen. At this point is where the shofar gets blown if it is day 2. You pause, and either way, you pick up with Titkabal tzlot honu va'ud hondecho Yisrael kadam avon devishmaya v'yimeru. Amen, amen. Heshlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'yimeru yimeru. Amen. Ose shalom bimramav hu yase shalom Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'himeru v'himeru. Amen. Then you will skip all of page 172 and go to Aleinu on 173, which you will do just with the Shabbat melody for this, and will, in the interest of expediency, will only do part of it. So you'll sing Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, latet gedula leotzer breshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot hadama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, v'nachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then you'll just stop there and do the rest of it silently until you get to the bottom of the page on 173, 4 lines from the bottom at the arrow, Kakatuv. Kakatuv b'toratecha Adonai imloch leolam vaed, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. Then you'll say the Mourner's Kaddish out loud on page 174. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'alma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, B'chayachon u'vyumechon v'chayeh d'chol Beit Yisrael, B'agala u'vizman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah Mavorach, le'olam le'omei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata daminram b'alma v'yimru Amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom b'mamav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Don't forget, in the 3rd paragraph, to insert le'ela. That will be in all of the Kaddishes on the Yamim Noraim, but it's especially difficult to remember to do it in the Mourner's Kaddish, so don't forget to do it there. And that will be the ending of the service.